Why does a friendly handshake trigger the nausea of a death threat? You are standing in the room. The atmosphere shifts. It is subtle, like a drop of ink falling into a glass of clear water. Someone is speaking to you. They are smiling. The geometry of their face suggests friendliness. They are saying the right words. The syntax is perfect. The compliments are timed. Their logic appears flawless. Their tone is measured, calm, controlled. But the hair on the back of your neck stands up. Your stomach turns over. A cold weight settles in your chest, like a stone dropping into a well. You feel unsafe, but you cannot explain why. You look at their face. Your eyes see a friend, but your gut feels an enemy. So you tell yourself that you are crazy. You tell yourself you are judgmental. You tell yourself to relax, to be polite. You suppress the signal. You override the alarm. You force a smile onto your face. You sign the contract. You go on the second date, and 3 months later, or 3 years later, that person destroys you. They betray you. They strip the flesh from your bones, and as you sit in the wreckage of your sanity, you realize something terrifying. You knew, in that first second, you smelled the lie before it was spoken, but you chose not to listen. Welcome to the Watchtower. We are here to dissect this glitch. We are here to understand why your biology knew the truth, why your intellect believed the lie. This is not magic. This is not a mystical gift. This is hardware. This is raw data processing. This is millions of years of evolutionary code running through your nervous system. You are a machine designed for survival. And today, we are going to teach you how to read the data. We are going to teach you how to trust the nausea. We are going to teach you how to see the predator before they take the first bite. Let us look at the biological hardware. You must understand the architecture of your own mind. You think you perceive the world through your conscious mind. You think you are analyzing words and tone and logic, but that is the slow processor. That is the prefrontal cortex, the CEO of the brain. It is the newest part of your evolution. It is smart. It is capable of complex math. It can write poetry, but it is slow. It has high latency. It processes about 40 bits of information per second. It is easily tracked. It loves logic. It loves narratives. It wants social cohesion. But underneath the CEO, there is a security system. There is the amygdala. There is the limbic system. These are the ancient processors. They do not care about poetry. They do not care about politeness. They care about one thing, keeping you alive. They do not process 40 bits per second. They process 11 million bits per second. They are scanning everything. They are reading the dilation of the pupils. They are hearing the micro-tremors in the voice. They are detecting the pheromones of fear in the sweat. They are timing the gap between the smile and the eyes. They see the micro-expression of contempt that lasts for 1/25th of a second. Your conscious mind misses all of this. It is too slow. It is distracted by the words, but the machine catches it. The machine sees the discrepancy. The machine sees the glitch in the matrix, and it sends you a signal. But because these ancient parts of the brain do not have language, they cannot send you a text message. They cannot articulate the threat, so they speak to you in sensation. They speak to you in vibration. They send a signal down the vagus nerve. This is the superhighway between your brain and your body. It travels from the brain stem, down the neck, into the chest, and into the gut. This is why we call it a gut feeling. It is not a feeling. It is a calculation. It is a massive data dump from your subconscious, screaming at you. The algorithm has detected a threat. The audio does not match the video. The predator is in the room. Raise shields. Prepare for combat. But you have been trained to ignore this. You have been domesticated. You have been taught that politeness is more important than survival. So you take a pill for the anxiety. You drink a glass of wine. And you invite the vampire into your house. You must understand the nature of the lie. To lie is a high-energy activity. The brain prefers efficiency. To tell the truth is efficient. It requires low bandwidth. You simply recall the event from memory, and you broadcast it through speech. The neural pathways are direct, but to lie requires architecture. It requires complex construction. First, the brain must access the truth. Then it must suppress the truth. This activates the anterior cingulate cortex. It requires inhibition. Then it must invent a fabrication. This requires the prefrontal cortex to work overtime. It must create a new reality. Then it must monitor your reaction. To see if you believe it, then it must regulate its own body language. It must suppress the fidgeting. This causes a massive drain on the cognitive load. The brain is overheating. It is running too many programs at once. And when a computer runs too many programs, it glitches, it lags, it drops frames. That is what you are seeing. That is what you are smelling. You are detecting the system failure in the other person. When they speak, there is a hesitation, a millisecond of latency, because they are buffering. They are rendering the lie in real time. When they smile, it is manual, not automatic. A real smile involves the orbicularis oculi muscles around the eyes. It causes crow's feet. It is involuntary. A fake smile uses only the muscles around the mouth. It pulls the lips back, but the eyes remain dead. It is voluntary. Your ancient brain knows the difference. It sees the dead eyes, then the smiling mouth, and it recognizes the mask. Evolution did not design you to be happy. It did not design you to be popular. It designed you to be safe. Your ancestors were the ones who saw the grass move and ran. They did not wait to verify the lion. The ones who needed proof did not become your ancestors. They became lunch. You are the descendant of the paranoid. You are the descendant of the hypervigilant. This anxiety you feel, it is not a disorder. It is a superpower. It is your radar system pinging a target. You are not broken. You are an elite sentinel in a world of camouflage. Now we enter the darkness. We must look at the enemy, the social predator, the narcissist, the Machiavellian, the psychopath. They know how your machine works. They have studied the human operating system. They know that if they trigger your alarm, you will run. So they use a tactic we call the empathy Trojan horse. They do not come at you with aggression. They come at you with pity, or with excessive praise. They love bomb you. They mirror you. They mimic your values. They want to synchronize with your hardware. They want to hack your mirror neurons. They tell you a sad story to trigger your oxytocin, the bonding chemical. Once you are high on oxytocin, your threat detection goes offline. Your amygdala stands down. You lower the drawbridge, and the enemy marches in. But deep down, before the oxytocin hit, there was a moment, a split second, where you saw the flash of the knife, where you felt the coldness behind the eyes, when you start to question the hallucination, when your gut starts to scream. They deploy the second weapon, gaslighting. This is not just lying. This is an attack on your sensory processing. They tell you that you are crazy. They tell you that you are imagining things. They are trying to recalibrate your hardware. They want you to trust their word, more than you trust your own nervous system. And if you stay in this state, you will begin to rot. Your body keeps the score. The cortisol will build up in your blood. It will inflame your organs. It will fog your brain. You will become exhausted because you are fighting a war inside your own skull. Part of you knows the truth. Part of you believes the lie. This friction creates heat, and that heat burns you alive from the inside out. You become a hollow shell, serving the needs of a parasite, because you were too polite to say, "I do not trust you." We must pivot. We must shatter the illusion. You are not confused. You are not unsure. You know exactly what is happening. The problem is not your perception. The problem is your courage. You are afraid of the truth, because the truth is inconvenient. If you admit that your partner is lying, you have to leave them. If you admit that your boss is a predator, you have to quit. So you choose the lie. You choose the comfort of the illusion over the terror of the truth. You are selling your soul for safety, but it is a false safety. It is the safety of the cattle before the slaughter. The person in front of you is a stranger. They have shown you who they are, not with their words, but with their energy, with the data they leak. Stop listening to the audio. Start watching the video. The truth is not what they say. The truth is what they do. And what they do is make you sick. Literally sick. Your body is rejecting them. Like a bad organ transplant. You must reclaim your sovereignty. You must trust your own architecture. You are the king of your mind. You are the watcher in the tower. Why are you letting a jester sit on the throne? We need protocols. We need tactical solutions. We will give you the tools to weaponize your intuition. Protocol 1. The baseline calibration. You cannot detect a lie if you do not know the truth. You must establish a baseline. When you meet someone, do not engage emotionally. Observe. Scan them like a specimen in a lab. How do they breathe when they are relaxed? How much do they blink? What is the pitch of their voice? This is your control group. This is the standard. Once you have the baseline, you look for the deviation. When you ask a hard question, does the blink rate triple? Does the voice crack? Does the breathing stop? Do they freeze? This is the dorsal vagal shutdown. The body plays dead when it is cornered. A liar will often freeze before they speak, because they are loading the fabrication. Watch for the freeze. That is the tell. When the behavior deviates from the baseline, the alarm bell should ring. Protocol 2. The silence of the void. Liars need noise. They need feedback. They need you to nod. They need to know that you are buying the script. Do not give it to them. When they finish a sentence, do not speak. Do not nod. Do not smile. Look at them, right between the eyes, at the bridge of the nose, and wait. Count to 4 in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. The silence will create a vacuum. The human brain hates a vacuum. It wants to fill it. The liar will panic. Their anxiety will spike. So they will add more detail. They will over-explain. They will justify. They will start to sweat. The truth needs no defense. The truth sits comfortably in silence. But if you lie, the silence feels like an accusation. Use the silence to break their rhythm. Let them drown in the void. Protocol 3. The chronological fracture. A lie is a linear script. It is rehearsed from start to finish. The brain constructs it in chronological order. If you interrupt the flow, the script falls apart. Ask them to tell the story backward. Start at the end and work back to the beginning. Or ask them a specific sensory question about the middle of the story. What song was playing on the radio? What color was the shirt? What did the air smell like? The brain cannot fabricate sensory detail while maintaining the narrative structure without crashing. The cognitive load is too high. You will see the lag. You will see the frustration. You will see the anger. Liars get angry when you question the details. Honest people try to remember, but liars attack the questioner. Aggression is the shield of the deceitful. Do not back down. Protocol 4. The biological audit. This is the most important protocol. Stop looking at them. Look at yourself. Close your eyes for a second. Scan your own body. Perform a diagnostic check. Is your jaw tight? Are your shoulders raised? Is your breathing shallow? Is there a knot in your solar plexus? Is there a vibration in your hands? Your body is the metal detector. If the metal detector is beeping, there is metal. Do not argue with the machine. Do not try to rationalize the beep. Logic is the liar's playground. Sensation is the domain of truth. If you feel drained after talking to them, they are a vampire. If you feel confused, they are a gaslighter. Trust the symptom. The symptom is the diagnosis. If you interact with a person and your soul vomits, do not interact with them again. Protocol 5. The obsidian wall. Once you detect the lie, do not confront them. This is where most people fail. They want a confession. You will never get it. If you confront a master manipulator, they will only lie more. They will twist the reality until you doubt your own name. Instead, you withdraw. You become a grey rock. You become an obsidian wall. Smooth, cold, impenetrable. You remove your energy. You remove your reaction. You starve them of supply. They want a reaction. They want your anger. Give them nothing. This is the ultimate power move. To see the lie and simply step over it, like a puddle of mud. You do not need their confession to validate your reality. You know what you saw. That is enough. Walk away and let them scream into the silence. We are moving to the benediction. We are ascending to the watchtower. You must change your identity. You are no longer the victim who gets fooled. You are no longer the naive child. You are the watcher. You accept that the world is full of predators. You accept that lying is a survival strategy for the weak. But you are not weak. You are sovereign. You walk through the world with your eyes open. You trust your hardware. You honor your instincts. When the hair on your neck stands up, you listen. When the stomach turns, you move. You do not apologize for your intuition. You simply enforce it. You are a high-performance machine, operating in a low-resolution world. Do not lower your resolution to match theirs. Stay sharp. Stay cold. Stay true. The lie cannot survive in the presence of the truth. And you are the truth. You are the judge. You are the jury. And you are the executioner of the illusion. Stand tall in the chaos. Be the rock in the river. Let the water flow around you, but do not let it move you. You see what others miss. This is your burden, and this is your gift. Carry it with pride. The world needs sentinels. The world needs those who can smell the smoke before the fire. You are the early warning system for your tribe. Do not silence the alarm. Let it ring. We are mind ministry, and we are watching.